Welcome back to Sunday League Football. Welcome back to more Sunday League Football. Welcome to the A team versus the B team, the first team versus the reserves, whatever you want to call this, the Battle of the Badge I'm going to call it. It's here and bragging rights are on the line. Now it was last season that we set up the reserve team and now one season later they come back a bit more gelled and ready to go as they take on the first team today. Now both sides have had a pretty good pre-season leading up to this game. And the last time these two played it was closer than a lot of people thought. You can check out that video right about here if you want. But we're going to crack on and get the lineup sorted for you. First up is the first team and this date didn't fall kindly in terms of availability. It's that time of the year, holidays and other commitments can pop up, and unfortunately for the first team, like I say, it's dented them. So here we go, in between the sticks for today, we've got a Garen, and it's a back four of Rich left back, Lee right back, Elliot and Brad, new signing that is, in the middle. Following that, we've got a bank of four in the midfield with the Knowlesy brothers left and right. We've got Tommy and German in the centre, and then up top for today, we've got Bill and we've got Asa. The bench is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of nicks. Yep, I said nicks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on, we've got the reserves who are not short of players today. In fact, the subs bench is almost the starting 11. But in between the sticks today, let's have a look at what we've got. We've got a Frank. Following that is a back four with Wayne and Scottish left and right. We've got Gonzo and we've got Graham, who's just moved across to the reserves for this season. Into the midfield, we've got three in the middle. It's Ainsley, it's Pud, and it is Newbie. On the wings, we've got Jamal and Sam, the fastest player at Palmers FC at the moment. Is he still the quickest, though? Let us know what you think. Finally, up top for today, we've got a Shove. Subs anyone? Yeah, why not? We've got a Pep, Perry, Callum, Liam, Kev, Jordan, Mike, Kieran, and Too Good. Can't say these boys aren't committed, that's for sure. Wowza, we've started. Oh, indeed. Lack of record button pushing there. We've got an issue with the view as well. Nick and Tom are getting right in the way there. What I can tell you, Sam's got a yard on Rich there. Got the ball into the box. Tommy gets that under, gets away from Newbie, but loses out to Shove here. It's a bit scrappy early on, but Newbie picks it up, gets the shot in, but that's Brad with the last touch, and that's out for a corner. And in case you're confused, it is the reserve team that are playing in the home orange kit today. First team in the blue. The corner comes in from Sam. It's over the majority of heads. Wayne does get his head on it, but it goes away from goal rather than towards it. And now the first team can get on their way. German gets ahead of Gonzo there to put it through to Josh, who's lightning quick. Maybe a rival for Sam in the speed department, but as he looks to put it across, that is good. Tracking back from Newbie, but he's giving it straight back to Josh here. Goes around Wayne, hits it with the right, or scuffs it with the right, I should say, and that's an easy one for Frank. Reserves have a chance to get forward once more. Scottish up to Sam here, but it's called offside. Tommy, as you can see, though, taking no chances there. And so it's Garen to take the free kick following the offside, and it's a long ball into the box here. Wayne in two minds there, not sure whether to follow the ball or Josh, but it's Josh with the ball. Oh. It's OTB. Whilst Frank fetches the ball, it looks like Newbie had a rough night the night before. He's on the paracetamol, or it could be performance-enhancing drugs. Hopefully not the latter. We'll keep an eye on that. Quite a few people said recently that Knowlesy hasn't been around much. Here he is, battling with Sam. The ball eventually becomes loose, and it gets to Lee, who gets beyond Pud there, over the halfway line. He's running beyond Sam, Pud, Ainsley. He doesn't get beyond Jamal, but it's brought back for a foul. I think Ainsley shoved him in the back. I say shoved. Minor nudge, but it's enough. So it's German that stands over this one. Darling Geertus, and on the end of it, it's new signing Brad with the head, but that's an easy one for Frank. Where are we at now? I'll tell you where we're at now. We're with Lee, who looks up, puts the ball over the top for Asa, nods it on to Bill here, who's in on goal. Frank's off of his line though.
Got finish. Oh! Red! That's a red! See you later! Get him off!
Well, you know where Andrew's loyalties are today. You probably heard of the last man rule, so is Frank going to be in trouble here? But the rule did change. It was relaxed. It went like this. The previous triple punishment rule required a red card and therefore a suspension, as well as a water penalty, or in this case, a free kick under those circumstances. However, players committing accidental fouls that deny a goal scoring chance will now be cautioned instead, but deliberate fouls will incur a red card. Those include holding, pulling, or pushing, not playing the ball, serious foul play, violent conduct, or deliberate handball in order to deny a goal scoring opportunity. So what did you think this one was? And should Frank be sent off? Well, ref says no. Caution. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So, onto the free kick. Is it Bill? Is it German? It's German. Triftas. It's off of Ainsley's head as it loops up there. Gonzo's going to look to try and keep that in, but the pressure from Elliot there, he sliced it up, and that goes out for a corner. And so it's Knowlesy with the corner over that far side. Good ball into the box. It's Elliot with a header, but it's Frank that's equal to it. How's Newbie doing since popping a couple of paracetamol? Well, he looks to be doing all right here as he puts the ball up the field. Sam's going to get onto this as he makes his way into the box. He can get the shot in. He can, but it turns into more of a cross here as Jamal looks to get onto it. Garen's going to look to try as well, and it is the keeper that gets there first as that one goes out for a throw. Tommy now putting the ball out to Lee on that far side. Making his way over the halfway line. Strides past Wayne here. Puts a lovely ball up for Bill. Gonzo misses it. Bill's in on goal here. And wow. Nasa, can we have our ball back, please? Here's new signing Brad now bringing the ball down. Going beyond Ainsley here. Looking to go beyond Newbie as well, but he's caught. Ref says play on. It's German that loses it out to Scottish. Free kick. It's German on that free kick. Into the box it goes. Josh and Wayne battling out there. It looks like Wayne might have the better of Josh here, but no. Josh wins it back. Now there's a chance for the first team as Josh puts it across to Brad. He doesn't connect, and Graham's there to clear it. That's going to be a corner. And so it's Knowlesy on corner duty. Sends this one into the box. It's over everyone's head here, but it's Brad at the back post that's going to pick this one up. He keeps it in. And now he's got Graham and Sam on his case here. He cuts it back to the edge of the box for German. Takes one touch. Schleif der Zane is towards Bill, but here comes Frank.
Oh.
Red! Red!
Yes!
Well done!
Well done, ref, listen to him.
And just like that, the first team have themselves a penalty, a chance to go 1-0 up. What happens here? It was Bill that went down, keeping an eye on him here, and he's taking a fair old whack round the back of the head from Newbie, in fact. He wasn't Frank. And German spot on with his claims to the ref. He's there screaming, Ellbogen, Ellbogen. And the ref says,
Okay.
okay, indeed, penalty. And it's Lee that stands over this one to make it 1-0.
Top right. Oh, my word.
Frank with a save, and the score stays 0-0. Substitutions have been made, and Perry's on the field, and he looks up and puts a lovely ball over to the far side for another substitution he's made his way on. It's Callum. He's got the pace, but the flag has gone up. It's offside. We move on as Tommy puts the ball out to Knowlesy on this near side here. Scottish slides in, but Knowlesy gets past him, and now he's looking for the pass. He's found Bill down the line here. Bill got Graham on him. Can he get away from him? Well, at the moment, it's looking good as Kev urges his defenders to get back. Bill makes it towards the byline. He puts it across for Asa, but that's blocked by Gonzo. Asa waiting there, ready to strike, but instead it's the reserves that can calmly get it away. Here's Ainsley now putting the ball out to Callum on that far side. He's surrounded by blue shirts, but he's doing well here to dance his way past them as he gets towards the byline. He puts it across, and I can't see anymore because Tomo's in the way. Yeah, you. Another opportunity for the reserves now as Newbie puts it out to Callum once more. But he needs some help though, and he's got that with Newbie charging through. Darren's rushing off his line at the moment. Newbie goes around him, but it's a heavy touch. The good thing is he manages to keep it in and swings a ball in for shove. But Garron gets there first with both hands. Danger over. Almost half time, but the ball's in the air here. Newbie goes down. Don't know who it was, Brad or Elliot. Either way, it is a free kick, which Newbie is going to take quickly, and it's out to that man again, Callum. There's another team on the field as Callum looks to get the shot in here, but Elliot with a block. It's Lee that picks up the loose ball here, has a little look up and spots Josh. And that, my friends, is half time. At which point we normally say thank you to our sponsors. Of course, it's Kit Locker. Both of these kits are on show today, and you can get them from palmersfc.co.uk. You know by now. Let's not forget about our patrons. These guys and girls have been pledging. Massive thanks to them for all the support. If you want to join them, links are in the description below. As you can see, we've had a late arrival for the first team. Lewis has just shown up. Could this be the goals that they've been looking for? It could well be, but they're going to have to start without him. Kick off. Now, like, you guys wouldn't know this, but I've been editing this video, and at half time, I've done up to a certain point, and it's been a couple of days, and I'm back. I'm a dad. I've got responsibilities now, mate. I'm all grown up. So I can ask very nicely if you can drop a like for my daughter. Thank you very much. And now that I've had a couple of days to settle, I've got the mum-in-law looking after the little one. The missus is all good too, and I can come back to this video and make sure it comes out on time. Anyway, here's new signing Callum doing the actions to I'm a Little Teapot. I mean, he is short and stout. There is his handle. And there is his shot blocked by Rich there, and that's out for a corner. So given the current situation I'm in at the moment, I'm looking at the pram. Good storage under there, but it is a corner whipped in by Newbie, and there's Garron with a punch away. So I must point out that today is all about the two individual teams. We are one club throughout the season, but today is a battle. Nick's on the field now, and he's making sure Jordan knows he's there. So here's Callum once more for the reserves now. He's been a threat as he makes his way over the halfway line here. He's spotted a gap to go inside of Elliot. Rich chases down. In fact, Rich wants a hug, and the ref has seen that. Apparently, there's no hugging allowed in football, only after the game. Anyway, Cal's taken the free kick very quickly here, and Newbie's picked it up. Can he carve anything out? Elliot says no.
No, get on the weight, son. Get on the weight.
Yeah, get on your weights. Gym membership needed for Newbie, at least that's what Andrew thinks. But what do you think? Because that's what I care about as Tommy puts this ball into the box. Bill takes it down, but doesn't get the shot in. It does fall to Nick, though.
Finish. Oh.
And on that note, Lewis is introduced to the field. He replaces Josh. Reserves, it had to be said, putting more of the pressure on this half as Shuff puts a ball towards the edge of the box for Cal. Rich cuts it out, and then Elliot looks to clear, but sends it the wrong way, and that's going to be a corner for the reserves. Too good with the delivery into the box. He's headed away by Brad. New signing, Brad, that is. Picked up by Noobs on the edge. We know he can hit them. Looks to cut inside of Lee. Does that. Hits it with the left. It's going towards goal as well, but that's cleared off the line by Rich, but there's Shove waiting to send it back into the box. But once again, Elliot's got an answer for that. He's saying no. Throwing now for the reserves into Too Good. He's allowed to get that down and turn. No pressure really on him there as he's allowed to make his way towards the edge of the box. He looks up and puts a lovely ball out towards Perry.
Oh.
The reserves are literally knocking on the door at the moment. Another chance maybe from Newbie here. He's going to get the shot in, but a double block there, and that's a corner. Here comes Too Good with the corner. In it goes with the right, and there's Elliot to send it away. Looks like it could be going out for another corner, but there's Too Good to keep it in, and in doing so, he's put that right into the arms of Garron. And here is Garron with that goal kick. Up the field it goes, well over the halfway line. It's over Jordan's head. It's over Gonzo's head, and now Nick and Bill can bear down on goal, but it's a heavy touch there from Bill, and Pep's there to clear it, but he was caught on the way through, taking a knock there. But either way, good defending. And Pep's done well to get back up pretty quickly here as the reserves look to get on their way. It's Shove with a ball out to that man Pep. Knowlesy looks to have this one covered, but he's been caught there. Pep sticks it past Garron here. It's got to be said, they're having the chances, aren't they? But here come the first team now. A frame from Rich. Nailed it on by Bill. Liam's holding back Nick there, and Tomo not happy as he gets in the way once more. As he does move, we see Nick making his way into the box. He puts it across. Here's Lewis. Tell you what, I'm losing track of how many shots have gone over the bar. Jordan catches Lewis there, but the ref says play on. He does eventually lose out, and the ref brings it back for a free kick. German stands over this one. Schichterschrein. It's a decent delivery as well. Plenty of bods in there. I think it comes off of Ainsley as it loops up, and there's Newby with the last touch out for the corner. So it's fans' favourite Knowlesy to whip this one in. Ainsley getting in the way of Frank. Here's German. But damn. Substitution. Pep struggling with that knock from earlier. Scottish is replacing him. We've had a bit of a dull period, but we carry on here. Ainsley's lost out inside of his own half to Bill. Nick picks it up. Gonzo's on his case, but he drags it back. Puts a lovely ball across the edge of the box. For his namesake, it's Nicky Henry.
Cold for. Oh!
Tomo just letting the boys know that before he came on as sub earlier on, he did say he'd come on and score the winner. In fact, this is the first time we've seen anything of Nicky this pre-season. He's one of those players, not always around, but very useful to have. Anyway, enough about Nicky for a moment. It's the reserves that are on the prowl here with Newby. I'll remind you, it's still 0-0 in this game. It really is there for the taking as Newby strikes this one, but that goes wide. I say it's there for the taking. It could also easily end 0-0, which would be disappointing for this game. But maybe it goes to show that these two teams are a lot more evenly matched than people thought. Anyway, Lewis ball over the top. Scottish looks to get clear, but he's lost out to Mr. Nicky Henry here, who's going to look to slide past Frank.
Oh. Yeah! He's come on and scored the winner.
It was supposed to be a joke, but he's only gone and netted the winner. That man, Nicky Henry. And what about time as well in the final few minutes of the game? I do feel for the reserves, it's got to be said. They've batted well, had some very, very good chances. But in the end, the deadlock has been broken. Nicky there putting the pressure on Scottish, who was left to run through one-on-one with Frank, who did get a touch, but in the end, it wasn't enough as it rolled into the back of the net, much to the agony of the reserves. But on the flip side, absolute pleasure for the first team. It's Palmer's FC reserves 0. Palmer's FC 1. And kick-off. As we continue, we've got Tommy with the ball, playing it out to Lewis. First time touch around Jordan there to Lee, who gives it back to Lewis. It's good play from the first team here. And this time it's not Tomo that's in the way, it's Super Dan, who's injured at the moment and has moved to the reserves just to confirm this. That's the thing I love. We're not losing players, we're keeping them. Meanwhile, Lewis is on one as he bursts into the box, puts it across. Scottish clears, but it's only as far as Tommy on the edge. He lays it off for Nicky here, the goal scorer. And they're just happy to play it about. Kev's on his case. He's having the last few, but he's still with the first team here. Lewis picks it up in the box. He's got two players on him. One in Gonzo. He tilts to sit down there. Says goodbye to Jordan. He's running into trouble there. Loses out to Ainsley, and it's eventually with Liam, who kicks that one away.
Oh, yeah, that was showed.
And just like that, the ref brings it to an end. Unfortunately, it wasn't a goal fest, but what it was, and I said it before, that is a sign that these two teams are a lot closer than people think. To be honest, the reserves had everything to gain, but nothing to lose. The first team, well, they had everything to lose, didn't they? And thanks to Nicky at the end there, they've still not lost anything. The reserves can hold their heads high. They've had some great results over pre-season, and you'll be able to keep up with their season as long as there's a game every single Friday night. As for the first team, a good pre-season for them as well. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for their season to start, which is every Monday, of course. Their opening league game, unfortunately, was cancelled. The week after that, they then have an Essex Cup game, and then the week after that, then it's league action. So fingers crossed around October time, you'll be seeing them getting their first 3 points on the board. And of course, if you want to see all of this action unfold over the course of the season, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, click the bell for notifications. But until then, I'm a dad, I'm off to change some nappies, and I'll see you in the next one.